was plenty of supporters on the other side. We finally got a voice on our side.
First of all, about Attorney General Barr misrepresenting things deliberately, I put out a set of tweets today which make it very clear. It's not really refutable. Go ahead and find some way to refute the tweets. Mueller himself issued a letter to Barr saying you are misleading people. So it's not even, that's not even refutable. I think most of the stuff you're saying on FISA is just an excuse. It's an excuse. People come up with this excuse about FISA. First of all, the FISA only relates to one part of the investigation. The rest of the investigation is not related to that FISA. You can't obstruct justice in the whole investigation because you think one part has a problem. That's not the way our system works. Second of all, nobody has fought more against FISA abuse than me. Nobody. Nobody in Congress. And in fact, nobody in Congress. And in fact, I'll tell you what happened when last time I fought against FISA abuse in a big way. I offered some legislation. And I'll read to you what happened. So this was when FISA 702 was coming out. And it was up for reauthorization. And now FISA 702 is way worse than the FISA we're talking about. So this FISA that's being discussed right now, that actually requires probable cause and a warrant. FISA 702 allows the government to gather your information, all of your information, communications, without any warrant, without any probable cause. So FISA 702 is an extreme abuse of power, and the federal government has that power right now. And guess who signed it into law? President Trump. And you know what President Trump said when I offered my legislation to stop FISA 702? So I offered an amendment to the FISA 702 reauthorization to try to stop it. You know what President Trump's office said? This is a statement from the press secretary. He issued a veto threat against my amendment to stop FISA abuse. He issued a veto threat. This is what came from the press secretary. The administration strongly opposes the USA Rights Amendment, which is my amendment, to the FISA Amendments Reauthorization Act, which the House will consider tomorrow. This amendment would reestablish the walls between intelligence and law enforcement that our country knocked down following the attacks of 9/11 in order to increase information sharing and improve our national security. The administration urges the House to reject this amendment and preserve the useful role FISA's Section 702 authority plays in protecting Americans' lives. So this is what the administration put out to try to stop FISA reform. I was trying to prevent the abuse, and the administration tried to stop me. And others who are often in the news, you see Devin Nunes and others in the news, they were the ringleaders in the House of Representatives trying to ensure that this reauthorization passed, that my amendment was stopped, that the abuse continued. And then a week later, all of a sudden, they turn around and say, oh, FISA's bad because it was used against the president. That is just an excuse on their part. That is an excuse. They don't support FISA reform. They are not protecting their rights. They want to protect the president, but the rest of you, forget about it. The government can spy on all of you, and they don't give one crap about it.